Quick little mic check.
Now.
Yeah, I got you, man.
Yep, but that's without the speakers. So,
Cool.
do you send me a link or should it show up on my sleeper?
That's a good question. By the way, we are live. I got the stream going. It looks like it's all working,
Good
so
to
that's
know.
good. Co-owner settings. Now you're getting a lot of feedback. Yeah, you're giving a lot of feedback right there. Are you back? Are you with us? Yeah, I can't hear you if you can hear me. Yeah, I got you. Just getting a lot of feedback. Are you like moving the mic around? Yeah, you're gone again. Yeah, I got you. You're here now. Cool.
Hear me?
Yeah, I got you. You sound different, but I got you.
You started playing music again, so
Oh,
I
fair
don't
enough.
know what it is, but I paused it.
I sent you a co-owner invite.
On sleeper.
Yeah.
I think I got this 3 months ago from you.
Sent you another one. Hold on, I'll do it again.
Through messages?
I don't know how it gets sent. Oh, I don't remember doing that before. There, I just
there it
sent
is.
it. There you
Got it now.
go. Okay, it says drafting now, so we'll see if it lets you in. Okay, so it says drafting now, but there's no draft order. Let me know if you can pull up the board. If not, I can send you the link.
There it is. Yep.
You're in?
Enter the draft. Yep.
Okay. So we don't have any like draft spots or anything yet.
Nope.
So that's fun.
7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Maybe we gotta wait for Andy, Mike, and Jason to hop in and welcome us all.
Yeah, maybe.
Imagine if they went in every single one.
Yeah, that takes some time, I'd imagine.
Yeah. Sounds like they have their home league draft tomorrow. They're saying on the pod today.
Oh, yeah, they said the day before the season started, right?
Yep. Yeah. While we're waiting, if you want, I can run down the rest of that team from yesterday.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So I don't know how far I got with you. Pull it up here.
Oh, we got our. It's actually started. We're in the 5 slot. It looks like.
Oh, okay.
Thing.
Yeah. That looks like you, McCaffrey, running back, I guess.
Probably.
Half PPR, right?
Yeah.
Oh, guessing Barkley, Elliott, and then Cook and Clyde.
Yeah, probably.
Something like that.
Interesting. Apparently they have got it fixed, so if somebody's a no-show after their first pick, it'll just auto-draft them the rest of the way. So we don't have to sit and wait.
Yeah, that delayed us a good bit, huh?
And here we are. Okay, there goes
Looks like
Clyde.
everyone's in. So, what are you feeling?
Ah, boy.
Cook, unless we want to reach for something.
Yeah, it's either Cook or Kamara. I guess I lean Cook now with the epidural news.
Yeah, I mean, I think it could go either way, and half point obviously lends a little more to Kamara, but he just got the contract, so
yeah.
I don't know.
Do you feel strongly either way?
Not really. I guess maybe slightly Cook, but I mean, not by a ton. I don't have either of them in any league, so it'll be a first share of each.
Yeah, I mean, if we're both slightly on Cook, then let's go Cook.
Let's do it.
Cool. I've locked it in. Are you able to lock in picks or no?
I just looked and I'm not, so
okay,
I'm just riding with you.
Okay, that works.
All right, so
do you want to prioritize Matson later, or just kind of see how things go?
I mean, if he's like, if we don't have to reach, but I guess we probably would, right? What's his?
Yeah, probably.
An ADP, let's see.
There goes Michael Thomas.
He's pretty far down. He's 107, so it's like 8th round, right? 9th round.
Yeah, we'll see.
Not too bad.
So in the meantime, yeah, you want to run down the draft?
Yeah. So 12 teams, and it is a standard scoring league. Who's that? So
I think you dropped out on me again.
Hello?
Yeah, I got you back.
Cool.
Started playing music again?
Yep. Per usual. I don't know what it is. I think every time I bump the chord, it just starts playing music from my
so weird.
Yeah. So 9 teams. I'm the 9th pick in the 10-teamer standard. Chubb, and then Clyde on the roundabout. Now, kind of wish I would have went like Sanders or Mixon, knowing that I was able to get Hunt a little later. But
yeah,
Chubb, Clyde, Mike Evans, and DJ Moore on the next pseudo turn, and then Kareem Hunt, Mark Ingram, and then Deebo Samuel and Michael Gallup, 4 and 4. Then I grabbed Madison there in the 9th, and Dak in the 10th.
Yeah, that's killer on that Dak rate.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, before that, Russell went at 807. Kyler went, and I was like, there's still 3 left. Kyler went at 710. So I had my choice of Prescott and Watson. I went him at 802, and then 803 Watson went. So they all kind of went in a flurry there.
Yeah, wow.
And then, so I got Tevin Coleman in the 11th, Jalen Reagor in the 12th, Golden Tate in the 13th. Went a little early and grabbed Tucker. Wanted to get a kicker, and there wasn't a ton left. And then I got Fant and Gesicki back-to-back after that.
Yeah, that's good right there.
Yeah. And then James Washington and Titans defense.
Yeah, pretty good. Can't complain about that.
Yeah. Trying to see if I can, trade Chubb for a different, Jacobs or Kamara.
Mixon. Another top-tier guy.
Yeah, I mean, the guy took Mixon after I took Clyde, too, so might even be able to do Chubb for Mixon straight up. I'd like to see if I can get some Jacobs on any team. I don't have any Jacobs anywhere this year.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, pretty decent draft overall.
Yeah. This one looks like we got one auto drafter in the 9 spot.
Could be worse.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
A lot of running back so far, though.
Very running back heavy, yeah. We'll see entering the turn what happens here. That changes.
You got Miles, Aaron Jones, Drake, and Eckler out of that tier that we like. I mean, would you go Carson if they're all gone and there's still some wide receivers available?
It depends on the wide receivers.
Yeah.
I mean,
the amount that are there. If you get like any of those top 6 or top 5 that are left.
Yeah, it would really depend. It's going to be hard not going running back when we're going to be looking to use a roster spot on Matson later. There goes Aaron Jones at the 112. That's pretty high for him.
He's getting slept on a bit, but you got to imagine, what do we got? 7 more picks before us.
Yeah.
Probably a fat chance that Sanders, Drake, or Eckler, any of them are there.
There's no way Drake's getting back, given the leagues with the footballers and all the hypes around him. So there's no way it's going to be Drake.
No.
I don't think Eckler either.
Yeah, and Sanders is the highest hype out of all of them, but with the injury, maybe some concern.
Yeah.
I imagine all 3 of them will go, and then we'd have... So we're 8 picks away right now.
Oh, boy, yeah.
Ours would be the 8th pick, so 7 guys will go ahead. Got some chatter. Someone surprised that Aaron Jones went in first.
Yeah, as am I. That's I don't think we saw that at all in any of our mocks, right?
No.
Yeah, a little bit of a reach. I mean, usually he's falling to around where we are, so definitely different.
Very. So, let's see.
So we'll see. I mean, you get a couple people reaching for a tight end. Maybe somebody goes quarterback early.
Yeah, but I mean, worst case, I wouldn't mind, pairing Cook with Adams, Hill, or Julio.
Yeah.
I think, those 3, Hopkins, maybe. I like Hopkins, but like the ballers were saying too, I do think maybe he has a little bit down of a year compared to most.
Yeah,
just helps the rest of the team.
That's probably where I start leaning Carson.
Yeah. I think I'm down with like Adams, Hill, Julio.
There goes Sanders.
There's 3 running. So
and Drake's going right here. This guy's got a Cardinals avatar.
Yeah. You'd imagine, right?
Yeah.
Unless maybe he goes Hopkins.
Yeah,
listening
that's true.
to the music.
It's true.
Right now, I think I've got 5 guys that I love in this queue, in the queue I've made up here. We are 7 picks away, so.
Yeah, we'll see. So, dangerous spot. Definitely like the 5, 6, 7, 8.
Mm-hmm.
Even 4. I guess like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not really my ideal spot because, like this draft, you go running back early, you get burned.
Yeah. We will see. I'll be back 1 second. I need to check on something in the oven.
Yeah,
here.
Sure.
Oh, Patrick Mahomes. That'll help.
Interesting.
Helps. That pretty much puts us on Carson at worst right now, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if one more person goes ahead, then we would get one of those 2 running backs or one of those 3 wideouts.
Let us see.
Be right back. And I'm back. 5 minutes left on the oven there, so
you missed nothing.
Yeah, we got a couple people that are taking their time.
Big decision to make, man.
Kenyon Drake.
There we go. That's a shame.
Some chatter here. A couple of guys. The number 1 pick was complaining that he had the number 1 pick because he doesn't like anything aside from being able to get McCaffrey.
Yeah. Tyreek and Devontae.
Oof.
So we got 3 spots left.
Yeah.
This might be
Eckler
worst case
or
scenario.
Julio. Either one would be awesome, but, Carson, I think, is a decent fallback. You got to go Carson over, like, tight end, right?
Yeah. And, I mean, we got San Francisco
maybe
fan
this
in
guy,
front of us. Maybe they go Kittle. Maybe this guy goes Kelsey.
Yeah. I was going to say, we need a tight end. There's no tight end premium, right? It's just regular half point.
Yeah.
I think it's...
there's Eckler.
Well, I don't know if this guy would go Julio. Or actually, he would be starting Sheamus's team if he went Julio.
Yeah, that would be bold. I mean, you're committing to a 0 RB at that point.
If we have the option, what do you think, Julio or Carson?
I think I'd go Julio. I mean, oh man, I think you got to consider the next pick. Like, would I rather have Carson and Amari Cooper, or Julio and like
Gurley or Johnson?
Yeah,
you could get JT. I mean, horrible.
It seems early. I mean, with so many wide receivers later.
You'd imagine maybe a wide receiver run starts because people also see that tier drop off.
Yeah.
And maybe some people don't like Carson as much as we are high on him.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
Carson's said to be looking pretty good. I don't know that I could pass on Julio though.
Yeah, we'll see what happens here.
Yeah.
Down to the final minute again. Tough decision.
Tough decision.
There's Julio.
Julio. Yep, that's kind of what we figured. So
gotta be Carson.
Yeah, I think so. There's too many receivers that that I'm okay with. And is there any other running backs that you consider?
I mean, you could probably talk me into Connor, but I'd rather not.
Yeah, I'd rather go with Carson as well. Yeah, I'm down. Let's go Carson.
All right, let's lock him in there.
Not the elite tier that we typically want, but I think he's kind of heads that next tier for sure.
Yeah, which is interesting because, like, given that the guys we wanted didn't make it to us, there's no team. There's only two teams with I guess 3-ish that are stacked at running back. You have Jacobs and Drake, which is my team from our work league in the same spot. You have Aaron Jones and Miles Sanders. I mean, that's solid. I don't know if you call it like an elite like Jacobs and Drake, in my opinion. And then you have Henry and Eckler. Also interesting. So they didn't get to us, but yet there's not a lot of like stacked running back teams. I guess that's in our favor.
Are we looking here? Is there any running backs that you would want? Just 3, or are you down for wide receiver?
If Connor made it here, I think I'd take Connor.
Yeah.
I don't think he will.
I was going to say Hopkins was probably the only guy that I would definitely take over any running back in that next round. But he just went.
Yeah, it'd probably Connor. I mean, David Johnson, not super interested in. Gurley's okay. Bell, not particularly. JT, it's probably too early for.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think it could, I mean, depending on who's there, if it's not someone we're thrilled with, we could go with just a favorite receiver and grab a JT or Gordon or Ingram in the next round.
You could convince me to go tight end, too, if Kittle or Kelsey made it.
Yeah, I know.
I tend not to like that, but I like it more when it's in the third round compared to the second. And there goes Kittle. So.
Oh, there's Kittle. Imagine that run starts.
Potentially, yeah. I mean, Connor's got to go in this turn. There's no way this McCaffrey person's going to let.
He was just complaining about how much he hates the spot. So he's
There's
got Kelsey.
Connor.
Yep. Yeah, he's got to go running back. And then maybe he goes like Evans here. Galladay.
He could.
So you out on running back
Jonathan
then?
Taylor.
Ooh, JT.
Yeah, I mean, if you really wanted to go Gurley, I could live with it. Getting a lot of feedback. Are you still with me?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, the oven was going off. Bad timing.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, you could convince me to go Curly if you really, really wanted to and start running back heavy. It's not the worst thing in the world, but I'd rather probably go with Evans, a Galladay. I like Cooper, but the kind of injury stuff kind of scares me a little bit.
Yeah, I'm okay going. Probably wide receiver here, maybe Kelsey. But
yeah, if Kelsey makes it, yeah.
Any thought on Lamar? I probably wouldn't want to, but third round is interesting.
It does become interesting in the third round. I would probably push it to the fourth, and I doubt he'd make it back, but it is interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I'm okay with Kelsey or a wide receiver at this point.
Let's see, we're down on the final almost 10 seconds on this pick here. Let's see what he does. He's got to go. I think he would go running back.
Road draft would tell me he goes Kelsey. That would be interesting.
That would be bold.
I don't know. Yeah,
David Johnson.
David Johnson.
Okay, that's fine.
So 3 picks away. What's your preference?
There's Kelsey.
There's Kelsey.
It's out.
Evans, Galladay, Cooper probably are options here.
Oh, there goes Lamar. So we're on the clock. Yeah, I would probably. Oh man, I'm not in love with any of them.
No, I don't know.
I mean, I don't want to go Thielen because you already got Cook. It feels silly, but I don't know.
No,
I like Thielen.
I get that. I think it's Evans, Galladay, or Cooper for me. And it's a Cooper injury, missing practices, but
yeah, we've seen how bad he looks.
Yeah, I would say Galladay or Evans, and I have them on a team each, so not like I want to grab someone that I don't have, so I'm cool with either.
Well, I don't own any Kenny Galladay, I don't think. I owned Evans last year. Him? I don't think so. Yeah, I haven't drafted him anywhere. So I think Galladay here. And that gives us, we don't have to target Marvin Jones later. That gives us a round to go after Matson or something like that.
Cool. Take him off of our board.
Yeah, and maybe we could stack him with Stafford.
Yeah, that's always a solid option. I'm down.
Went ahead and locked him in there. Step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Cool. Galladay, his next team has Michael Thomas, Julio Jones, likely going to go running back. Maybe they take an upside shot of Gurley, but who knows if they'd want to pair him with Julio. Left Bell, Melvin Gordon. I'd guess either another receiver, but maybe Left Bell or Melvin Gordon here.
Hey, I'm back.
Cool.
Man, I started taking stuff out of my wall, like taking shelves down and stuff, and I think it's got my allergies going because it's right above my desk.
It's brutal.
Yeah, I got my
all the dust flying around.
Yeah, and it's literally I got my computer and desk up against the wall, and above it was 2 shelves with a bunch of signed hockey pucks and stuff.
Okay.
So I took out 2 shelves, and stuff's all over the place. But yeah, Mark Andrews, 3rd. Interesting. There goes Gurley. Went 3 running backs.
I was wondering if that guy would go Gurley, but he's got Julio, so makes sense to switch it up. Yeah.
Love Bell. Interesting. I mean, I'm still scared of him, but Mike Evans getting back here at the 3-9. Man,
yeah, that's crazy.
If he gets to the Jacobs Drake person, that's going to be scary.
That would be perfect for him. Mike Evans.
Whew, bullet dodged. I mean, he still gets, some great options, obviously, but that would have been a scary team, man.
So, running back wise, is anyone you're hoping gets back? Can't really play the turn because we're at 5. One team has 3 running backs, one has 2, and 2 each have 1 behind us.
The answer is probably no. I mean, like Melvin Gordon would be cool.
Yeah.
Ingram would be cool. Fournette, no. Mostert's interesting, but I'd probably rather just take a wide receiver and see if he gets me in the 5th. Same with Montgomery, Akers, Hunt.
Same with Hunt, too.
Yeah, they're all in that realm of like, I'd rather just take a wide receiver in the 4th and then grab, because, I mean, we're going to be looking at, that tier we like a lot of, DJ Moore shouldn't get there, but Robert Woods, Lockett, DJ Chark. I mean, I don't know about you. I'll leave the Chark decision up to you. I got a ton of shares with Chark, so if we skip out on him, that's not a problem.
I think I've got 1, and plus, and we have him in that one Eliminator League, right?
Oh man, do we?
Maybe not. I forget. I know we had. If I pull up the roster.
No, I don't think we went really running back heavy in that league. I don't know if we went. I don't think we had any like stud wide receivers.
No, we have Oh no, that's the Triple S tournament. I have him in the Triple S tournament and in our home league. So
yeah, I don't know if I got him in
that's what I
Triple
was
S or not.
thinking.
I have him in my Dynasty, and I got him in our work league.
Where's the Eliminator one?
There goes Melvin Gordon and Thielen.
Yeah, I must have deleted that. I don't know.
The Eliminator, I can pull it up and take a look.
Let me take your time.
I do have him in the Triple S too, so I got him in at
Do
least
ya?
3 leagues. Yeah. So maybe just for some diversification's sake,
It's even better now, probably with everything, with the team being torn apart and likely throwing the ball every down.
For sure.
I'll be right back.
All right. I got a minute left on the turn here. You got to figure this guy's going wide receiver for sure. Maybe 2. Down to his last 30 seconds here. Almost 20 now. There's Amari Cooper finally at the turn. Again, you had to expect him going with a wide receiver there. Again, waiting here. Final minute. See what he's deciding on. Be curious if he's deciding on 3 running backs or maybe doubling up. There he goes. So we got Cooper Kupp. So it creates the balance on his team: 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers. That's what always, or that's what we always tend to, or I at least always tend to look for when you're on the turn. Gives you a lot of flexibility moving forward. Got some guys really milking the clock here. Down to our final 20 seconds. There goes OBJ. Final 10 seconds in his pick. Now we're on to the next. Antonio Gibson going in the 4th.
A little bit of wide receiver run here.
Yeah, we got some people here taking their sweet time with their picks, Will. Taking their time. Antonio Gibson getting into the 4-3. Quite a jump. There we go. Calvin Ridley going to 4-4, so we're going to be up here shortly. Willie, you still with me? There we are. I hear you now. Yeah, cool. I got you. There goes Juju. So we're up in 3 picks here. Will, what are you thinking? I think I lost you again. Man, your mic is really causing you some issues today.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I got you.
Any background noise?
No.
All right, I'm gonna have to go Micless, I think, for this rest of this one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Some issues.
That's fair. So what are you thinking here? DJ Moore's almost available.
I know. DJ Moore, I don't know that we can pass him up, but another guy that's interesting is A-Rob. I don't really have any of him.
He just went, so
that makes it easy.
Yeah, so we got DJ Moore, we got Robert Woods. We do
DJ
have Ingram.
Moore, Mark Ingram's tough to pass too.
Yeah.
Though. I think it's one of those 3 that we just mentioned.
Oh, wow. Hunt just went.
Now, with the receivers available, would you risk, Mark Ingram and one of the, Metcalf, Allen, or go with DJ Moore and then get a later running back?
Some receivers are definitely going. Because we got some teams here without. 2 teams don't have any.
Back, though?
Probably not, because I think he's a tier above everybody else. But we could be looking at an Akers or a Swift.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that if we want to lock in DJ Moore. It'd be really helping our brand out.
Yeah, let's do it then. We'll help that brand. Get that pick locked in. We'll see what happens. I do have the Eliminator roster.
What are we looking at?
So, Fantasy Cares Eliminator. Every week, lowest scoring team gets eliminated. It is a best ball, super flex.
I forgot about that, so we don't even have to worry about setting the lineup.
Yeah, right. There goes Mostert off the board. Looks like we hit on our quarterbacks despite waiting so long. So we got Fitzpatrick. Oh, there goes Ingram.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick, who's the confirmed starter. We got Jared Goff. We got Justin Herbert and Trubisky, who I think things are leaning his way. So we might have
Trubisky to hold on to the job until Herbert takes it.
Exactly. So we did good there. At the running back position, we're quite strong. We got Chris Carson, Aaron Jones, Joe Mixon, DeAndre Swift.
Yeah, that was real strong.
We're good there. DJ Chark finally goes 4-11. There goes Tyler Lockett 4-12. The wide receivers are the ones we waited on. We got Brandon Ayuk, Robbie Anderson, Jay Jaw, Corey Davis, Brian Edwards, KJ Hamler. So we just took long shots there.
Yeah.
And then
Jay could start week 1, so maybe that helps early on.
Yeah, Brian Edwards getting a lot of hype now.
Yeah, that really helps.
And then we got George Kittle, tight end premium.
That's right. We went him first round, right?
Yeah. Second? I don't remember. Our first might have been Joe Mixon.
I feel like they were flying, though.
Yeah, I don't remember.
The tight ends.
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't remember. But here we are. We got Robert Woods went the 5th, so a lot of our favorite guys going. Chark, Lockett, Woods, which is okay because we grabbed our guy that we wanted.
Mm-hmm.
It's a shame that Ingram went, but of these running backs, is there anyone that you're super interested in owning here?
I think Akers is interesting primarily because I like him, don't love him, but I don't have him anywhere. Singletary, though, I feel like he's not a bad third running back here.
He's had some horrible reviews.
Has he?
Yeah,
I haven't read much about him, but
he's fumbling a lot. I think
Is
that's
Zach
it.
Moss looking that much better?
I think so. I think he's fumbling a lot, and I think he's dropping a lot of passes. I think it's pretty much like he needs some good games, or Zach Moss is going to take that
We
job.
could also take our shot on Dobbins here. We'd have to if we want
We
him.
could. There goes Montgomery.
I would say if we're going running back, Akers or Dobbins. And then if we want wide receiver, I mean, there's still enough that I don't know that I have to strike. How do you feel about going Dobbins here?
I would, if I'm going a running back, I think I'd rather do Akers. As my like Dobbins is a good fourth for me. I don't know if I want him as my third.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, is there any receivers that stick out, and then we could, risk it and see what running backs are left next round?
Not really. I mean, I like them. Keenan Allen, Metcalf, Diggs, Sutton, Hollywood. I like them all, but I think I'd rather just wait and get like a Gallup or something.
What about Ertz? Any thought there?
Interesting, but I'd also probably rather wait.
I think.
So what do you think? You okay with Akers? Get yourself an Akers share?
Yeah, I think Akers or there's still more than enough. I'm thinking like DK and Allen, but we still have like Hollywood there, Parker, so there'll be another receiver available.
Yeah, we'll get somebody.
Yeah, I'm down with Akers.
Cool. Lock him in there. We'll see what gets back to us. I mean, ideally in my world, we can grab like a wide receiver that gets back to us, like a Hollywood or a Gallup.
Hollywood would be perfect.
Yeah, one of those two. And then, in the next round, we could see if like an Ertz continues to fall because people are going later tight end. Maybe take your shot on like a Jordan Howard to add another running back, or we start pounding wide receivers more. I mean, we'll see. Things have changed here recently because your later running backs like a Gibson or a Rojo, their values have changed a lot, right? So
yeah, really jumping up.
Yeah, it's tougher. And there goes Ertz and Singletary.
Ertz and Singletary, two guys we didn't necessarily want. So
yeah, Keenan Allen.
To 12 picks until we are up.
Yeah, we're getting into the realm where it's a little bit harder to predict. I'd imagine this guy's going to go with a running back. Nope. Metcalf. Okay. Wow. Yeah. And this one a wide receiver? I would think.
Hopefully we can maybe get a little quarterback run here. That would help us.
It would. I mean, we do eventually run into what I will call the will decision where, if Kyler's still on the board or Dak in like the 7th, kind of have to strike, right?
Yeah, that's really what it came down to.
Yeah, I mean, and Russell Wilson too. I mean, ideally there's a run and these guys can go, but again, we're in a draft with people that could have a like-minded philosophy, given that's what the ballers preach, and we might have to adapt to that.
Well, for us, we'd be looking at them at the 6, 8, 7, 5. I don't know that I could go. I think if it's going back in the 8th and 9th round, then yes. I don't know at 7, 5. I think there's too many other players available.
I would think. But we'll you do have to consider at 7-5, the quality of players not going to be there that you would normally see because there's going to be 3 or 4 quarterbacks that haven't gone. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean,
that helps.
Yeah, 5'10's not bad, I guess, for Fournette. I really don't know where I would draft him. I'd probably have to wait to the 7th round. Yeah. I just don't trust him. I don't know that situation.
I'm holding out hope that Dobbins falls.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
But yeah, we'll see.
Fournette makes me so mad. I came out of our work draft, I think the heaviest at running back. And I've already lost, kind of lost 2 of them. I lost Damian Harris because I flat out dropped him.
Yeah.
And then I had Ronald Jones. So that's a damaged pick. I don't know what's going to come of him.
There goes Swift.
Yeah, there's Swift. That whole Fournette thing was just terrible for me altogether because they were talking Tampa Bay. I had Rojo. They were talking the Rams. I had Akers. Yeah. They talked the Patriots. I had Damian Harris.
You have 17 running backs. So
I know.
It's going to hit one of you.
Yeah, people were mentioning the Chiefs, and I was like, yes, please, the Chiefs. Please.
Yeah, anybody.
Yeah, right? We'll see here. This team's perfectly even, so it's kind of hard to predict what they're going to do. maybe one of each to keep themselves
Yeah,
balanced. Could go with a
one of
wide
each.
receiver or a running back or a quarterback or a tight end. They could do a lot of things here. And keep in mind, Will, we got 2 flex positions, and they are wide receiver, running back, or tight end, both of them.
Oh, so we could do four running backs.
We can, yeah. We have no kicker, but we do have a defense.
Okay.
And it looks like Hollywood went. Shame.
James
Wow,
White.
James White. Wow, that's early. I mean, it's early for a PPR, let alone a half point.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's really not many guys that are going to get work right away.
Yeah.
Marlon Mack. At what point is Marlon Mack a value, though?
Like, now? I would be surprised if he gets back to us.
Like, that's an interesting one.
But, I mean, if I want a running back, I would rather take a shot on Rojo before I go James White, I think. At least here.
If we have, like, a couple running backs and a couple receivers that you like, what are you thinking you could wait on in the 6-7 turn? We got everyone has 2 running backs or 3 running backs behind us, and then 2 wide receivers, and then 1 wide receiver for one team. So I think maybe running back we could wait on, but it's just a scarce position.
Maybe, but we also, not to add extra complexity, but we got to consider this Matson thing too.
The what?
The Matson
yeah
debate. I mean, we could go wide receiver with the 6, and then if one of the running backs that we really like doesn't get to us, pick Matson with the 7th. This is, oh man, I hate drafting handcuffs, and I hate drafting players that need handcuffs. I hate being in this position.
I think because his ADP says, the end of the 9th round, I think we can give it to the 8th round. Oh, there goes Dobbins and AJ Green.
Yeah, there's Dobbins. Yeah, we might be able to. I mean, it depends. Some people like grabbing up those handcuffs and some don't. So it's really all going to depend on the people we draft with. I would worry about that team that just drafted Dobbins. They're going into the 7th round with only 2 running backs. You would think Matson would be a prime candidate for them.
Very true.
This team right before us, too. Kareem Hunt and Singletary, your only 2 running backs.
I think we're probably safe on the guys behind us. So
yeah, for sure.
We can look for just best available and then, think about it.
There goes Diggs. So we got 2 picks. We got Ronald Jones, Marlon Mack, Jordan Howard, at wide receiver, Devontae Parker, Michael Gallup, who I mentioned, Will Fuller, Cooks.
I'd probably say Marlon Mack. He seems like a solid pair with Cam Akers. It's like a handcuff almost there.
Yeah, I tend to agree.
Unless you really like a receiver, but I don't think any of them stick out more than...
If I was this team, I would be taking Mack, though.
Yeah.
Zach Moss. Oh, wow. He handcuffed Buffalo.
Wow.
Okay.
I think Mack and Howard are the only running backs that are interesting to me. I think Mack makes more sense. And we could always look at Howard or Breida if we wanted to grab another running back next. But is there any receivers that would give you pause over Mack?
Just Gallup, really. I mean, you could talk me into Fuller if you wanted to take an upside shot, but I think I'd rather have Mack and lock in a 4th running back, go running back heavy here.
Yeah, I'm totally down with that. And then see what happens on the turn.
Cool. That is not the button hit. Go ahead, lock in Mr. Mack. We'll see what happens.
Nice. Yes, that helps. I mean, if we can get another receiver that is better than Cam Akers to start, awesome. If not, I'm not mad at starting Akers.
Yeah, I mean, we're in an area where I'm comfortable taking Debo as well, given the flex position gives us extra flexibility.
Absolutely.
We could sit and wait on him a little bit.
Do you think we could get him in this 8th round, or you think he would have to be taken here in the 7th?
I would assume...
There's a lot of wide receivers still there.
There are, and a lot of the teams, if you look past the 7th round, it feels like they're really heavy at wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we got the 2 teams right after us that only have 2, but then you have a team with 4, you have another team with 4, but I guess the 2 teams after that only have 2 as well. So maybe
3.
Yeah, it's not as heavy as it kind of appears. It's just 2 teams are bunched together with a lot of them.
Yeah. Interesting team is that 4 wide receiver in a row in the middle with Chubb and Dobbins.
That's a good strategy for like a CMC, Barkley, Elliott spot. I don't know if I like that stack with Chubb.
Yeah, that's what I end up kind of unknowingly almost doing with what's his name, with Barkley in our league.
Yeah, I mean, if you like Eckler was available, you plug in Eckler. Would you rather have Chubb, Eckler, Evans, Ridley, Metcalf, or would you rather have Chubb, Adams, Evans, Ridley, Metcalf? You know,
and that might just be our philosophy kicking in. But like, I if I could get any of them, especially here in half, anybody Eckler and up, I'm going to try to double down on that.
Yeah,
so the guy who got Henry must have been thrilled to see Eckler there at 2.6.
Yeah, you would think. I mean, like, it's. I need to find like a real name for this strategy because it's not zero RB because you went with an RB early, but it's almost like a modified, like a one and done RB.
Yeah, I got to find a nice name that sticks.
Yeah, and with that in mind, Dobbins would definitely not be the other option I would be looking at running back.
No.
I would have looked at like a Mac.
Yeah.
Or Howard.
And then maybe thinks that he can grab Dobbins and then get a Marlon Mack level starts the year guy. Oh, quarterback run?
Yeah, there's a little help for us. Deshaun Watson and Dak Prescott going off. 6'11", 6'12". That's nice to see. There goes Fuller, who I don't think we were really targeting.
Mm-mm.
But Gallup is gone. So we're in that tier of wide receiver that, like, you know, Brandon Cooks, Tyler Boyd, Landry, Edelman. I think I'd rather go with like a Howard or a Matson. There we go. A Madison. And then in the 8th round, you know, maybe a Debo's there, Deontay Johnson.
Yeah.
I mean, it is thinning up at wide receiver. Because, I mean, I don't like, you know, once we get out of that, it starts getting a little iffier.
Like Debo is interesting. So is Jarvis. I know he's like a safer option. Not like we have a ton of upside, but he would be nice to get, and then we could just take a couple of like D-Jack level guys as our like 4th, 5th, 6th.
Yeah, we could.
He wouldn't be a bad third receiver because you could start him week 1 until Akers is ready to ball out.
Yeah,
and
you could.
If Akers and Mac going, great. If Mac fizzles out, you got him to throw back in.
Yeah, we'll see what happens and how things play out. We got a lot of options.
Yeah. I'm trying to think like who is the most likely to get back out of like Debo and Alexander Madison. I think it's probably Madison, right?
I don't know.
Furthest down the board.
With so many teams, with the team right after us that waited at running back, the team that has Kamara and Bell not having another running back, and the one right after them only having Chubb and Dobbins, I would really think that they're going to go Matson. Even the turn, you have 3 running backs, and one of them is James White. So I don't know if that really counts. So I don't. There goes Jordan Howard quite quickly. So we're on the clock. We got to make this decision now. So it's basically Matson or Landry or Debo. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, I'm not going to go Breida here. He would be nice to get on the turn coming back. But
you gave me the Akers pick. I will be happy to give you this one. Unless you don't want
it. I lean wide receiver, but I don't know which of the two in Landry and Samuel. Do you have a preference of the two of them?
I lean Samuel because I feel like we have a lot of safety already, and Kenny Galladay and DJ Moore. I'd rather have the upside, the utility knife that is Debo.
Yeah, I think we go Debo because there's more Jarvis level guys available.
Okay,
that we can get.
So
I think we go him, and then we'll see what happens with Madison. If we don't get him, we don't get him. But it's kind of a burned spot at this point anyway.
Yeah, that's fair. I've locked him in. We'll see what happens here. We do. It's been quite a while since the tight end's gone off the board. We have everyone except for the Elite 4. You got to figure some quarterbacks could go here. We just had 2 go, so people looking at Russell Wilson or Kyler Murray are going to be chomping.
Just had a comment in the chat here, Steve, from a guy, J-Man 112 or 122. Niners logo said nice pick.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, so we might have sniped him.
Sure hope so.
Yeah, solid. He's taking his time with this pick too. I'm pretty sure we just burned him.
Ooh,
Russell Wilson.
Russell.
Okay. Hey, when you don't like when you're seeing, you're panicking a little bit. Quarterback's not a bad idea. Kyler. So there we go. Both of them went off the board.
That helps. That helps push some guys down for us.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're in the area though where like your elite quarterbacks are gone. We're looking at Breeze, Rodgers, Matt Ryan, Tom Brady, Josh Allen, Carson Wentz, Matt Stafford. Like we're in that area where people aren't going to be reaching unless I really like them, and it's going to become a lot less predictable.
Yeah. Carry on.
Okay. That's fair.
It's not a bad pick for that, RB80 team as you mentioned.
Yep. I'm okay with that.
This is probably our biggest adversary here.
Yeah. Probably. Matt Ryan.
Wow.
Okay. I'll take that. That makes me happy.
That'll do.
Yeah. Keep pushing them down. Let's see some tight ends go off the board.
Right?
Do you have anything in particular you want to do at tight end?
I don't have any Hayden Hurst. My dad stole him from me last night, so Hurst would be nice.
That's fair.
Other than that, I mean, I don't think Higbee or Henry would be fun too, but I'm okay. I grabbed Blake Jarwin in another league too, so.
Okay, I don't think I have.
We can always look Jarwin too.
Yeah, Jarwin and Herndon. I'm fine with both of those.
I don't know. I don't know if I told you or no. Did I tell you that we're doing the Superflex League with my roommates from college?
Yeah, you got Herndon in that, didn't you?
No, so that one we just drafted last night or 2 nights ago.
Oh, that was our league. Okay.
Yeah, so I got Blake Jarwin, but I went Lamar in the first round. So I have Lamar Jackson, Mixon, and Eckler both fell to the 1, 2, 9, 3, 2.
Wow.
Lamar, Mixon, Eckler, Cooper Kupp, DK Metcalf, and DJ Moore.
Oh yeah, that team. Yeah, that was something else.
So I do have one Jarwin then.
That reminds me, I saw somebody that I used to work with at our place of work. There goes another tight end. Let me see. She did her first draft.
Oh yeah.
And she sent me her board. She went with so she was in the 3 spot. She went with Barkley and Kenyon Drake.
Okay.
Then she went George Kittle, Dak Prescott, and then get this. This is picked round 5, 6, and 7. Amari Cooper, DJ Chark, and Cortland Sutton. 5, 6,
Whoa.
7.
Wonder how many teams are in the league.
12.
Really?
That's awesome. Like, what is happening here? How is this possible?
Must have been a lot of quarterbacks and a lot of tight ends taken early.
There were, so like right after her pick, a defense went.
Oh, wow.
I can't see the rest of the board. It doesn't look that crazy. I mean, you had Mahomes at 1-4, Lamar at 2-11, and Dak at 4-10.
Are they just super flexes or no?
No, it's just regular. Darren Waller is up at 5-11, so maybe tight ends went early. But yeah, I mean, that's just like DeAndre Swift at the 8-9. I can only see half this board, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, but then there's like Chris Herndon at 11-2.
Wow.
Which is just, it's mind-boggling. TJ Hawkinson, 10-12. It's interesting. Ben Roethlisberger, 9-3. So I wish I could see the whole board to see how things played out. But yeah, I mean, the 5, 6, and 7, man. That I told her I love that team. I don't know how you pulled that off, but
no, that's beautiful.
Yeah. And looking at this draft, so it looks like Landry did go, then Waller. The turn was Lindsey and Julian Edelman. Interesting.
Still got Alexander Madison there waiting for us.
Indeed. So we got to get past probably this team. Yeah, should take a wide receiver, Tyler Boyd. I'm worried about the next couple teams. This team hasn't taken a running back in a little bit. One of them's Fournette. What are the running backs we got on the board here? We got Ronald Jones, Breida, Coleman, Sony. So there's some options here that I would still take over Mattson if I was these other guys. You know, at some point taking a shot on Ronald Jones is worth it.
Yeah.
And Sony. I don't know what to make of Sony anymore. They cut Lamar Miller.
But
Damian,
they said he may not be fully healthy, so he still may not get a full workload. So you could see like Sony, White, Burkhead all working, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much the same core as last year.
Yeah, you thought it would be different, but
nope.
They're back.
Jerry Jeudy.
Very nice. So I was thinking maybe in a round or two him. but more of a luxury spot because I didn't draft him anywhere.
Yeah, I never draft rookie wide receivers, so I don't own him anywhere either. So we get these next two picks, and maybe the one after that too. It's been a real long time since they've gone wide receiver or running back, so they could all be problems. And two of them have gone quarterback. Maybe they like a tight end. Maybe this Andrew character likes a quarterback. Tavius Murray, interesting. Sony Michel. So we're 2 away, Will, from pulling this off.
What are your thoughts on CeeDee Lamb next round? I think he's high on the board, so I don't know if he makes it, but
I would assume he doesn't make it. Ronald Jones goes off the board. We're 1 away. I'd rather have Deontay Johnson.
Yeah.
But if Deontay Johnson's not there, I would probably be okay with Lamb. Again, I don't like rookies. I would,
yeah.
You know, if it was me personally, I would take a shot on Hardman or Shepard or Kirk. But
yeah, I still got Slayton, Kirk.
I don't own any Lamb. Oh, Matt Breida. Wow. Okay, so is it Matson, or are we gonna? I don't think we gamble with this.
We can't wait again, because there's the two teams at the back haven't taken a running back since the 3rd round. I think we gotta lock it in.
2 of them only had 2 as well, so yeah, I'll go ahead and lock it in. That gets a big monkey off our back there.
Yep, that helps a lot. And there's really no. I mean, we could look to a Hyde super late, but I don't think the roster is big enough for that.
Yeah, probably not. We'll be okay. And besides, I mean, if Carson goes down, if it's the middle of the season, Penny might be ready. You know, we both like DJ Dallas, and apparently he's looked really good in camp. So it might not even be worth having Hyde as a cuff.
Mm-hmm. He would just be clogging up the roster, likely.
Probably. And we got to be careful. I mean, for anyone listening, me and Will made the playoffs last year in this league. So you had to finish top 3 in the league. And it came down to like the last week. We had to win and we were in. And we had most of our team was either on a bye or hurt. I think we had like 5 starters that we couldn't play. We had some tough roster decisions to make. But I think Jimmy Garoppolo came through with a huge game.
Yeah, we had to start him.
Yeah, and that pushed us into the playoffs. So we pushed pretty far. I feel like we made it to week 14, whatever the week that Ertz dropped that stupid touchdown. I'll never not be angry about that.
So someone just posted after our Madison pick. So this RB run of grossness is why I went RBs 4 of my first 4 picks. B. Seiler. So this would be team number 10. Saying he's laughing at everyone taking running backs right now.
Yeah, I mean, they are gross. Murray, Sony, Ronald Jones. I mean, Ronald Jones is a fine shot. So Sony. I mean, Sony, Ronald Jones, Breida are all fine shots.
Yeah,
Alexander Matson's a fine handcuff play. Chris Thompson. That's a little early for me. I mean, I like his team because he's got 3 running backs that I had. But it's not like he's sitting on a mountain of safety either. Like,
no, not
Antonio Gibson could fizzle out and be nothing. Leonard Fournette could have a backup role. So, I mean, he could sit on his high horse, but that throne is made of like sticks. The receiving core
doesn't scare you much either.
No, not at all. Landry's been hurt this offseason. AJ Green's hurt every day of his life. So, yeah, his team could crumble right before his eyes very easily. But with that in mind, there's no teams here that I like that are like loaded at the running back position. Maybe us, honestly. Cook, Carson, Cam. I mean, McCaffrey, James Conner, and Jonathan Taylor solid. As long as James Conner stays healthy. Boston Scott, 8-11.
Team 7.
What are you doing?
Team 7. It hinges on Gurley, but that could be lethal if Gurley is what, even if like half of what we hope he is.
For sure. I do worry about his running backs. I mean, wide receivers. He's only got Allen Robinson and Diggs right now. So, I mean, that's the price you pay when you go with a tight end. You know, I would feel a lot better if he went with
I'd be going right.
Metcalf.
Yeah, Metcalf
Keenan
came
Allen.
down even.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Boston Scott, Chris Thompson, that is gross. I mean, I like them both, but they're way too early. But I'll take it. That means someone's going to fall to us.
Oh, someone else said something. I'm honestly only sad about DJ Moore going right before me. Everything else is great.
Got him.
Yates Racer. Who's that? Oh, that's the person, the fourth pick.
Yeah.
Loves his team aside from us sniping DJ Moore.
Yeah, well. Oh, well.
I looked, and I wish they had a
Tariq Cohen. There goes Lamb.
A Letterkenny GIF of the sniper hockey players, but every time I type in sniper, it's actual snipers.
I've seen one, but it's completely unrelated. It's like the guy's yelling sniper at Katie as she walks by.
Yeah.
So it's not really the context you need the sniper thing to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a shame, but
we'll have to just make our own and put them on here.
I know, right? All my sneaky running backs are flying off the board. What sneaky running backs? Chris Thompson, Tariq Cohen, Boston Scott, they're your sneaky running backs?
Sneaky running backs. It's like we all listen to the same podcast. I guess Chris Thompson maybe, but the other ones, he's probably talking about that run, maybe with Breida and Madison.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they're all solid. At this point, they're all late gambles, but there's a big difference to me between Sony, Ronald Jones, and even like a Breida, and then like a Boston Scott.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris Thompson has some upside, but those are like more better gambles personally.
Mm-hmm.
Concerning Sony's like actually a starter. Tevin Coleman? Yeah, I would not have taken any of those guys over Tevin Coleman.
No. But I'd imagine Madison would have went, so it's probably the right call for us.
Yeah, it was a good call. But we do need to discuss here what we want to do. At wide receiver, we have Deontay Johnson. We have Emmanuel Sanders, Henry Ruggs, Mecole Hardman, Christian Kirk, Darius Slayton, Sterling Shepard. Tight end, Hunter Henry, Hayden Hurst, Tyler Higbee, Gronk. Running back, we still got Edmonds. We still got Pollard. That's it? Really? Quarterbacks, Breeze, Rodgers, Brady.
So 4 teams behind us need a tight end. Just not that we have to
Yeah, it's worth noting.
That's who we'd be waiting on, or if we have anyone particularly we like. But I think we could probably wait another round on tight end.
Are there any wide receivers here that you like?
Slayton and Kirk, but I don't know. I mean, I guess this is our 4th receiver, but could be our 3rd. Slayton probably has
he has the upside.
Yeah.
But maybe a lower floor. Isn't he hurt?
Let's see.
Hammy injury or something?
As of 3 days ago, fighting for targets, they say here. But I do remember them saying somebody. Because I'm pretty sure
I know Tate's hurt.
Tate's hurt, yeah. I'll take a look and see.
Slayton was hurt too. Yeah, he's got a hamstring. I hate when people put up articles and there's no date on him. Very annoying.
There's not much. I just searched news, like his name under news, and there wasn't much here.
Yeah. Okay, we're on the clock. Deontay Johnson just went. I'm I already own a Cardman chair. I don't own any Kirk or Slayton, so those two would be interesting.
Let's take a look at bye weeks. Not that it's a super major thing, but 5, 13, and 11. Slayton's also 11 with Debo.
Yeah, I mean, they're both bench guys, so I think we'd be okay with that.
Yeah. Is there any running backs that you...
I could be talked into like a Pollard.
Yeah, but with having Madison already, I feel like that kind of
two cuffs,
ruins our option for a cuff, yeah. I mean, I would want to go Hayden Hurst, but there's still Higbee, Henry. There's still more than enough tight ends available.
Yeah.
More than enough quarterbacks, so it's got to be wide receiver. I'd be okay with Kirk or Slayton. I think they're probably the only two. Maybe if we want to, we probably can wait another round, but D-Jax would be nice too.
Yeah,
that's fair. We'd be able to slot him right in.
Yeah. How about, let's go with Slayton. Let's add some upside.
Let's do Slayton, and then yeah, I like that. And then maybe in the next turn we can look at D-Jax too, because he'd be a nice week 1 play.
Yeah, that works. That works.
Team's coming along nicely.
Yeah, not bad. I like it. I mean, let's to recap it. At running back, we got Dalvin Cook, Chris Carson, Cam Akers, Marlon Mack, Alexander Mattson. At wide receiver, Kenny G, DJ Moore, Debo, and Darius Slayton. So yeah, I like that.
Yeah, solid. Got more than enough tight ends and quarterbacks that we like, so no rush there.
Yeah, for sure. And if we could wait, like I know you want Hurst, if Hurst can get back to us at the 10-8, we can go with your D-Jax, and there's only one team after us that doesn't have a tight end. So I feel like that would be a good gamble to make. He's got a quarterback, so that's kind of worrisome. But yeah, I mean, I think that could work out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that there's... Because I'm trying to see, is there any running backs that are interesting that would be smart for this roster? Is there any IR spots?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Because Damian Harris could be interesting if there's an IR spot.
He could. Let me, I'll back out. We'll go into sleeper and we will, I'll see if it says anything. So we're going to settings. Yeah, 5 of them, which is a high number.
Do we know that if there's like COVID only?
It does not specify, but Hayden Hurst just went. That sucks. But no, it doesn't. It doesn't specify. I don't know if it has the ability to specify.
More QBs going, that helps.
Yeah, it's always nice to see.
We are the Lone Ranger, I think. Oh, no, there's one more. The 103 and the 112.
And the 112, yeah. Which is awesome. I mean, we could just punt, be mindful of, who here might be taking backups. I would assume, the ballers subscribe to late round quarterback. Whether you want to subscribe to that or not is another question, but I would assume most people here aren't drafting 2 quarterbacks. With that in mind, someone just drafted 2 tight ends. So maybe I'm just wrong.
Thank God there are 2 that I'm not super,
100%.
In, so.
And like I get it, like you want to take an upside shot on Gronk, that's fine, but not my style.
Well, when you got a value pick in Waller in the 7th, like I think I'll be fine to just stay where I'm at.
Yeah, for sure.
Being that he's only got Mixon, Melvin, and DeAndre Swift, and Swift may not be ready for week 1, so he really only has 2 running backs that he can count on right now.
Yeah, it's true.
He went early quarterback and now 2 tight ends.
Oh, there's Damian Harris.
At 6. I don't know if there's any other injured guys that are worth taking a shot on. Like nothing early at least. Maybe a penny late in the draft if we can IR him.
Yeah, true.
Kirk is still there, so that could be interesting. Justin Jefferson is another interesting one too. I liked him coming into it. I don't love the situation, but I think he's going to have to be used, and you just don't know which of these rookies are going to break out. So,
yeah, take a shot on one. I was somewhat interested in Ruggs before Slayton, to a degree, but part of that's because I just have no Ruggs share, but I have no Ruggs shares for a reason.
Yep, same here. That could be good, but I think we'll make Brian Edwards better.
Yep, and you can get him later. So,
mm-hmm.
So we wait. It'd be nice if you went quarterback here. That would take a little bit more pressure off of us.
Yeah, take him out of the equation.
Nope.
Daniel Sanders. I'll live with that.
Fine pick. He's another guy I don't have anywhere.
How you feel about like the Henry Higbee fan area there?
I really don't want Henry. I don't like. It's just that offense. I really don't And it makes sense. Like Mike Williams is going to be out. You know, they're going to rely on him. It just scares me. Plus his injury history is worrisome. Higbee's not a bad shot. I do like Higbee. I haven't drafted him anywhere because his ADP is just higher than I would want it to be. I like Fant. I drafted him in our league. He went late. I don't like Cooper. Gesicki's interesting. Jonnu, obviously, I like a lot. Blake Jarwin, I like a lot. Herndon, I like a lot. So I'm cool with all of them.
And we know we can't wait on Jarwin though.
Yeah, he'll
Not
go
in this league.
He'll go somewhere. Yeah, but I'm good with all of them. It just depends on who is available. Like if we got to our next pick and Djax was gone, Kirk was gone, Preston Williams was gone, Anthony Miller was gone. And you want to take a shot on Hunter Henry, I'd be fine with that.
True.
But it's all going to depend on that. I mean, I say that about Hunter Henry. I also have no shares of him. So, I mean, it'd be nice to diversify a little bit and do something different.
There goes Shepard and Djax.
Yeah, there goes Djax. So that idea did not work out.
Slayton and Djax are similar guys. So, like, if we could get one of them to fall, Kirk would have been the one I'd be hoping for. We still got some time, but.
Yeah, Kirk would be a nice, we got an upside play in Debo. We got an upside play in Slayton. I think it would be nice to add like a Kirk at this point.
Yeah. Crowder, I think he's still injured, but he seems like he'd be a nice base guy for us as well.
Yep. Crowder's interesting. We both like Preston Williams. I mean, did I draft him in the work league? I think I did. So I got him there.
Yeah, because you did, because I had Parker.
Yeah, so I have 2 shares of him then. So, I mean, whatever. Anthony Miller, I don't think I've gotten any shares of, even though I've wanted them. So he would be interesting to me. But we'll see. Duke Johnson, AJ Dillon go off the board, which is nice. Don't want either of them.
Helps. Another one that with the injury potential would be Jalen Reagor.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew it. I was looking at his name like, there he is. Will's going to bring him up soon.
And he's got that doubtful.
Yeah.
So I don't think this round. Maybe the 11th. I don't know if he'll get back in the 12th.
Yeah, probably not. It depends on how late we want to kick tight end too and quarterback.
Goes Crowder.
And at some point, I mean, it's too early, but we do have defenses.
Yeah,
and,
I like the Colts are my defensive choice. I think.
Who?
The Colts. They have a pretty solid opening schedule.
Yeah, they do. Colts are interesting. There's some you could get out front and get some kind of set it and forget it. It's like Baltimore, San Fran, something like that. But
true.
That's later. San Fran. Wow, man.
Look at that. You spoke it into existence.
I did. I'll take that. So, what do you think? Kirk didn't make it back.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kirk makes the most sense, and then we can look at the tight end position next.
Okay, that works. Who has tight end? Oh yeah, only one team has a tight end after us.
Or needs a tight end, right?
Yeah, it needs a tight end. Yeah. So
we should be able to get our pick there.
Yeah, if that's our option. Yeah, I'll go ahead and lock in Kirk, and we'll see how things play out here.
Yeah. The other team that needs a tight end has Dak, right? So he's got his quarterback. But if we look, the only other team that's doing exactly what we're doing is Team 12. They have only running backs and receivers as well.
That's amazing, given we all listen to the same podcast.
Yeah.
Raquel Armstead. Okay. That's fine.
We're 5-5. He's also 5-5. That's funny.
Yeah. Wow.
Stack him up. So he's got Jones, Sanders, James White, Philip Lindsay, Damian Harris. And then Amari Cooper, Cooper Kupp, Marquise Hollywood Brown, Edelman, and Sanders. Not thrilled with that team.
He's got 2 running backs for New England, which tend to not produce great running backs, and then a wide receiver for New England as well. I mean, you're placing a lot of chips on an offense that I don't think is going to be the greatest.
Unless he just believes in Cam.
Yeah, which I took Cam in our league, so more power to him. I hope Cam works out. There goes Steelers defense. Man, I really did worked a little magic there.
Raquel Armstead. Wow, I hear he might be out like multiple weeks now.
Yeah, that's you're taking a shot on the Jacksonville running backs, but I'm surprised Robinson hasn't been drafted. He's the one that's the starter on the depth chart.
Depth charter, yeah.
Which I was surprised I was able to pick him up in our league.
Yeah. Jefferson and Preston are both interesting if we did want to get another receiver, if we decide to punt on tight end.
Yeah. You know who else might also eventually become interesting? It's Watkins.
Sammy,
Yeah, he might. I mean, again, we keep bringing up that we all listen to the same podcast here, but they're not acting like it. So that was kind of the basis of like, what? They poop on Watkins all the time. So maybe this league will just kick him down. But I don't know. Darrell Henderson.
That's not a bad pick there.
Yeah, that's solid.
They said he may be ready for week 1 too.
There you go. So I mean, he's a depth play, so you weren't going to be playing on week 1 anyway, right? So
yeah,
you could see what happens week 2 and 3. N'Keal Harry, that's a good pick.
That's a solid one. Yeah, with the amount of tight ends left, man, and especially with him not going tight end, if another one doesn't go, I might say we would try to wait another round.
Yeah, why bother? I mean, there's only one. Well, there's 2 teams, I guess, that don't have a tight end.
2 behind us.
Yeah, 2 behind us. But still, if they go, I mean, we have. Wait, there's 3 behind us?
Yeah, looks like pick 8.
Yeah, I missed the middle guy. Yeah,
but I mean, like you said, I imagine Henry will be one of them, and you're not a huge fan. Higbee probably one, and like Fant, but you still got Cook, Gesicki, Smith, Jarwin.
Yeah, and I mean, at that point, like if we don't go tight end here and it gets back to us, there's no point going tight end in the 12-8 because there's only the one guy after us that has a tight end.
Yeah.
Unless again they start drafting backups.
Yeah, at a point we're through 10 rounds and there's still some decent quarterbacks left. So yeah, I mean Rodgers and Brady, I don't think we're interested in, but Wentz, Stafford, and Cam, all 3 are solid.
Yeah, sure. I mean, if you were if you liked Brady, you could talk me into it. I know there's some out there that think he has the quarterback 1 potential.
Yeah, but, I mean, he totally does, especially with the receiving core. So if he's there at a good value, but I still think I would take, Stafford, Wentz, or Newton.
Yeah,
but
100%.
I don't know. Maybe Brady goes Preston. How you feeling about potential take a shot on Justin Jefferson here?
There's
not any running backs. Maybe like Hines, but we've already got.
The issue is like there's no one else. Like I don't want John Brown. I don't want Watkins here. I don't want Mike Williams. Golden Tate. We have dude already. Bryce Love just went. So yeah, I don't mind Justin Jefferson. There's no running backs that I like. I mean, if you wanted to take Rager here, I would be okay with that. Again, we could probably wait. But yeah, I mean, if you like Justin Jefferson, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, I do like him. I don't know how much will be used, but I'd be interested to see. So
keep in mind that would give us 3 Vikings if we went with Jefferson.
Ooh, that's true. I did. I mean, obviously Madison, Cook are kind of the same.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'd be down to go Jefferson or Rager, so I'll leave that up to you. Get one of them and see if we get one that pops, and then continue from there.
If you give it to me, I'm taking Rager. I think.
Let's do it.
What a piece of that offense.
We know we'll have our first, ad before the week's over.
Exactly. Yeah, he's going to be an IR spot that we can plug in, I'd imagine. So.
Yeah. I mean, they're expecting. I think they didn't throw him on the official IR, so he'll be out. But that means he should be back before week 4. So short term.
Yeah, 100%.
So we've now got 6 wide out, 5 running backs. We have 5 picks left. Defense, the quarterback, and tight end are 3 of them. So we've got 2 open spots. Is there any running backs that you want or want to take a shot on?
There's one that I will take a shot on.
I just threw him in the queue. that.
That is going to be Mr. McKinnon, who just went off the board. Screw you, 49ers fan.
Maybe he's listening to the live stream.
And maybe that.
Josh Kelly.
That man, Russell's my Jimmy's.
At this point, do you punt the position? Is there anybody else worth it?
AP is interesting. You could talk me to Justin Jefferson or Justin
I would
Jackson.
Say Hines if we didn't already have Mac.
Yep, that's my thought as well. Hines would have been interesting. Vaughn,
Darrell Williams is interesting.
Darrell Williams is a little interesting.
What about the hypes now?
No.
I'm sorry, the Snell hype. The hype
no,
Snell.
the hype Snell. No, not at all. The only other one, I don't even know where he's at in ADP, is Robinson in Jacksonville, because he seems to be an actual starter. He just went off the board. God.
I was gonna say if he's there,
man.
I wouldn't mind grabbing him, but Malcolm Brown, that's not a bad one there at that point.
Yeah.
But we do have to, I would say, if we want to have our choice of tight end and running back, probably get him on the next turn.
Okay.
I mean, we got one guy behind us that needs a tight end, one guy behind us that needs a running back or needs a quarterback. But if these guys punt one more, there's no way they're punting on the next turn.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
We could look to grab those two and then have, defense and 2 bench spots flexible.
Yep, that's fair.
I'll be right back.
All right. Got another tight end off the board, and it's one we were too interested in. So it's a big win for us.
How are we looking, buddy?
Hey, 1 second. Pretty good, though. I'm alive. So Jared Cook went, which is nice. Weren't really targeting him, but Higbee did go.
Higbee.
So he crosses off the list, but we still got Hurst on the board. Only one bullet to dodge here. And then we have the decision to make as far as we want to push it any further.
You mean Henry. I know you weren't a fan of Henry.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about Henry. Wait, what? Oh yeah, Hurst went. Yeah,
Hurst is gone.
It's been a long draft.
You got Fant and Gesicki, so I wouldn't mind, waiting. But
yeah, I'm surprised Henry's still here.
Question is, do we want to go over quarterback, tight end on this turn, or is there a position that you like enough that you wouldn't mind waiting until the next turn?
No.
One team behind us doesn't have a quarterback.
I hate saying no because we could punt quarterbacks so far. Like Rodgers, Brady, Wentz, Stafford, Cam. Where's Goff? Goff. I'm good with all of them. I have no issue with all of them. So like, I would rather just keep punting it and keep loading up on people. I just don't know who to add.
That's what I'm saying. At this point, it's like I don't know who I like.
I mean, maybe I would add Hines because like, in theory, Mack and Hines are both usable. And like having Mack doesn't mean you can't use Hines because Hines is going to be a pass catcher.
We also, I don't know how many went, if there's anybody that interests you, but we could look defense.
We could.
You got the Ravens, the Niners, and the Steelers are like the big three, right?
Yes, and they're all gone.
Saints, but they got Tampa week 1.
Yeah, I mean the Bills and the Colts are still there.
Colts are nice, and they got Jacksonville, Minnesota, then New York, then Chicago to start.
That's solid. Do you know what the Bills opening roster is?
Let's take a look. Bills. There must be projected pretty low. Bills, where they at? Bills right there as well. New York, solid. Miami,
solid.
Probably solid. Rams, Raiders, Titans,
decent.
Yeah, Chiefs week 6, but that's so far away. So, I mean, either of them are solid. They'd probably be the two that I'd be interested in.
Yeah, I feel like I'd be more interested in the Bills.
I mean, you also the Patriots. That could be an interesting one.
It could be. They lost a lot of pieces of that offense or that defense. Did. So that worries me. And their game scripts are going to be different. So they worry me. Whereas like I feel like the Bills are going to be really good and their offense should step forward. There goes Brady on an auto pick.
Second quarterback.
Am I actually going to take a defense here? I mean, yeah, if we went defense here, then tight end at a 13, quarterback at 14, and then just took 2 shots at 15, 16, I think that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, is there anybody? There's nobody I really want, especially there's no running backs.
We're on the clock. So,
are there any receivers that you would want to take a shot on here, I guess? Like Bryan Edwards?
Maybe. I wouldn't mind the Robinson. Oh, wait, Robinson went. Yeah, maybe Edwards.
We have one rookie, but
I feel like I'd rather just take the defense. Honestly, I mean, I like Edwards, but we can replace him.
And then I'm sure he'd be there later too, like next pick.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be okay. I'd say, probably the Colts are my best. I think the best schedule. Bills are really solid too, and they got obviously a great defense. So I'd be okay with either of them. I don't have the Bills either. I think I have the Colts in our league.
Yeah. Okay, let's go to Bills then, since you don't own them.
Yeah, let's try them.
Do something a little bit different because I don't own them anywhere either.
Yeah.
So, yeah, do something a little bit different.
They got, Jets are going to be real solid first game, and then at Miami, but then the Rams have to come to Buffalo, so it's not, they seem to be better at home.
And you got to keep in mind, I mean, you rattled off 6 weeks for the Bills, and in this league, I think the playoffs start week 11, so that's over half the season.
Yeah.
Of usage. There's Matt Stafford.
You got 5 rounds, 5 weeks before they play the Chiefs. So
that was a backup quarterback that just went. We got this pick right here that doesn't have a quarterback, so we do need to keep an eye on that. We just had 2 quarterbacks go. Not that we still got plenty.
But I mean, for me, it's really like Wentz, Newton, and maybe Brady and Rodgers. So like if 2 more of them go, I wouldn't mind going quarterback and waiting on tight end if we have to. We've got flexibility there.
Yeah, fair. I wouldn't mind. I mean, there goes Hunter Henry. A backup.
But
wow.
You didn't want him though, right?
Yeah. I mean, at this point, he's a value. Like 12th round. That's serious on Hunter Henry. And that's a backup tight end. These people. But as I was saying, I wouldn't mind Wentz. He's the one that we rode in this league last year.
Yep.
We would be stacking him with Rieger if comes back and he's prominent.
I'd say Wentz and Newton are the 2 that stand out to me. Rodgers, okay. Daniel Jones, okay. But still have our boy Goff there if we really need to wait.
Yeah, if we really just kick it and just grab somebody in the last round.
So I'd say Wentz or Newton, and then I guess Fant or Gesicki.
Yeah, probably.
I'd
Yeah.
say
We're
I'd
also
almost prioritize Wentz and Newton over those two because I don't know.
we could keep in mind like the issues you ran into last year. You know, we could grab 2 tight ends since we're waiting. Pull your strategy from your other league and grab 2 of them.
Yeah,
We could
would
do
have
the
been
same
nice
at
to do that
quarterback.
before we took a defense.
I know, right? But you could get away with it. Like if you want to
You mean
grab
you
a
could
tight
get
end,
one here? Yeah, you could
yeah,
get like a Fant and then like a Jarwin or a Jonnu.
exactly. Just wait on it. And I mean, you could do the same at quarterback. Like I think the ballers were saying today, you know, grab Cam, grab Big Ben. You know, something like that would work too. So that's an option.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's you got Brian Edwards, Michael Pittman, so like a couple of decent guys, but nothing, you know, crazy good. Boy, Alan Lazard's off the board, I see.
Yeah, he went a little. No, that's not early. I guess that's pretty right for him.
Mike Williams at some point does become a value too because now they said he's going to miss the first, month, and then the coach just came out and said he's going to be a game time decision for Sunday. So,
Yeah,
at a point, he becomes a pretty solid value.
Yeah.
Robbie Anderson isn't a bad shot to take too. New team, but same old offense that he's used to.
Yeah, that could work out quite well for him. Wouldn't be a bad option.
Mm-mm.
I'm still staring down McKinnon. Did McKinnon go? McKinnon went. Yeah. Darn it.
McKinnon went. He went right as we were talking about him.
Yeah, Hines, right. Hines is the one I'm looking at.
Yeah.
He's so interesting.
I guess if like something happens where one of the you can get Hines and Mac, and hopefully one of them flames out.
Yeah. You can take a shot on Zigbo.
Yeah, I was thinking Zigbo's interesting as well.
Justin Jackson, I guess. Gore. As crazy as that is. There's Blake Jarwin and Brian Edwards. We found the Mike Wright fan and James Conner on that team.
Wow.
But does that clears us of tight end? No, there's one other team that doesn't have a tight end.
Yeah, at the end.
No,
he went tight end. No,
in the middle, the Andrew Duke guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of interesting wide receivers, but I mean, if we want to lock in quarterback or tight end, I'd be okay with it. Especially Wentz has the Washington, the Rams, the Bengals, then the Niners week 4, and the Steelers week 5.
That's worrisome.
Ravens week 6. That's a pretty tough stretch after the first few. Cam's got Miami, Seattle, Vegas, Kansas City, Denver, and then a bye.
Boy, yeah, I like Wentz, but that is 3 weeks of trouble. We need to find someone to fill that gap.
Yeah, I mean, you got Rodgers has Vikings, Lions, Saints, and then Atlanta bye week, Tampa.
That's not bad. What about Big Ben?
Big Ben. Giants, Broncos, Texans, Titans, Eagles, Browns.
That's not bad. I mean, Titans aren't ideal, but Eagles, Browns, not bad.
No, not bad at all.
So Big Ben might be an interesting
Goff.
play.
For some reason, they're telling me that Goff is a bye week every single week.
That's probably not true.
Yeah.
Just, has he been cut? Let's see.
Not that I know of.
Jared Goff, is he going to tell me your schedule? So, Dallas, Philly, Buffalo. Oh, man. Week 4 and 5, the Giants and Washington. That would get us through 2 of those Eagles weeks.
Week 6.
San Fran.
Ah.
So that's bad, but he would get us through with cake matchups on 2 of those weeks.
Yeah, well, we could go Wentz and then likely can get Goff in the last round.
Exactly. And then, we could figure out what we want to do with that last week. I mean, things change by then. Anyway, who'd you say the Eagles are playing that week?
That one was the Ravens.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that's
don't
gonna
know
be a
what's
tough
the
one.
scariest of them all. They're all pretty tough.
They
Well,
are.
maybe let's see if that's home though, because maybe home may give you a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, and
They've got
come
Niners on the road, Steelers on the road, then they come home for the Ravens.
yeah, I mean, by
You'd
that
imagine
point,
you imagine if you have to come back, that's the game that you're throwing the most, right? Because the Steelers, that could be just a low scoring game.
yeah, grind it out.
Niners even too, it could just be a running game.
Yeah, I mean that could work. And while we're on the clock, you want to grab Wentz?
Yeah, I mean, was there any other tight ends that went? Gesicki, is there any tight ends that you would want to get ahead, and then we can talk Wentz Newton later, or do you want to just lock him in?
I mean, I own a Fant already. I'd be fine with going Fant. I'm fine waiting and seeing if Johnny's available too.
Yeah, I'm kind of there too. I mean, I just got Fant and Gesicki last night together. I wouldn't mind waiting on Johnny, and then we just roll the dice every week.
Let's get Wentz now and go Johnny.
Yeah, and then we got Johnny, then 2 open spots. Likely one is Goff if we can.
Yeah, okay. So we'll lock in Wentz.
Cool.
And we got to keep in mind with Wentz when we're talking about week 6, it's pretty far out. Like the defenses that we thought are going to be good are going to turn out to not be good, and
very true.
Yeah, the different matchups are going to appear.
For some reason, fans slept on this offseason because I got him super late. You got him relatively late too, didn't you?
Yeah, I was the last one to take a tight end. I feel like I got him like the 13th round. I was surprised because he's got a lot of hype around him.
You were second to last.
Oh yeah, you got Goddard, right?
Yeah.
Goddard. Yeah.
I waited one round too late, and I think like 5 tight ends went at that turn.
Yeah, they burned me on Jonnu. I was mad.
I mean, so with that being the case, there's a chance he might fall to us. Doubtful, but possible.
Yeah. Yeah, we will see. Definitely getting to the point. I got a couple rounds left. People really taking their time. There goes a Zigbo. Solid late shot. You know who else has an interesting schedule in some of those weeks is Gardner Minshew.
Schedule.
So he starts rough. He starts with the Colts in Tennessee.
Mm-hmm.
But then after that, Miami, Cincinnati, Houston, Detroit, Chargers. That's probably not ideal. But Houston again. That's all through week 8. So Miami, Cincinnati, Houston, Detroit. I mean, that's a nice 4 weeks right there. Week 4 or 3, 4, 5, 6.
I wouldn't mind that. Yeah, I mean, him or Goff both.
Yeah, I mean, week 6 against Detroit, that would kind of bail us out where, we go with Wentz, we switch over to Goff, and then we pick up Gardner for a week or something as long as he's playing properly.
That's if Gardner isn't drafted.
Yep. There goes Fant. So the last team has taken their tight end. So it's just us now.
So now we get to get your boy John in.
Hopefully. There goes Sammy Watkins and Justin Jackson. 2 nice late shots on those guys.
Solid late shots.
Yeah. There goes Cam.
Then we took our shot then.
Yeah, for sure. There goes Robbie.
Late round shots that I think we kind of expected.
Yeah, there's no problem with that. There's TJ Hawkinson. It's kind of worrisome. He drafted 2 tight ends.
That's weird. A lot of people.
Yeah, not really following the philosophy. Which is
Yeah,
interesting.
maybe I think it's because it's like a super type league. They have to get more than one. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's Campbell, Hines.
So we're locking in Jonnu. There's no one else we want to consider here.
No, I mean Hooper is really good value. So I mean, if we do want to go with a 2 tight end and 2 quarterback, I wouldn't mind going Hooper and grabbing Jonnu. But I get if you wanna lock Jonnu in, and then hey, if Hooper's there, great.
Yeah.
If not, oh well.
Hey, I'd much rather go Jonnu first. I have like 0 interest in Hooper. But if he's back, I wouldn't mind adding him.
Yeah, I mean, there's just not a ton of value. I mean, like I said, Mike Williams, who just went.
Yep.
Really not much else at receiver and running back that I want. So
yeah, okay, we'll go ahead and add Jonnu and go from there.
See what happens.
Do you have, since we have this, since we have the IR spot, do you have any interest in like Alshon and throwing him on the IR? Is that worth it?
We've already got Rager.
Oh yeah, right, we do. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I wouldn't mind Penny.
Yeah.
You could throw him on there.
Yeah, Penny, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea at all.
And ultimately, because we have Rager, we'd be able to throw him on the IR and then grab another IR guy, throw them on the IR if we want. So
yeah, I guess
you don't have to draft more.
That could be the play. We can grab a quarterback and a tight end with our last 2 picks, and then throw Rager on the IR as long as it allows us. Pick up Penny, throw him on the IR, and then pick on somebody else.
Yeah, I mean, Rager probably won't be eligible until like this weekend when they
potentially
out.
Yep.
But yeah,
that would work.
I think at this point, I mean, Goddard's wouldn't be bad to pair with Jonnu either, but probably just Hooper and Goddard for me.
Yeah, we'll see who gets back.
I want to get a second of.
Yeah, I would be down with that.
Doyle is interesting. Trey Burton expected to miss a few games.
Doyle's hurt too, isn't he?
It says as of like a week ago. His neck, he could be in. It says he's injured with neck, but it doesn't say that he's like. This is questionable right now. But no, I mean Hooper and Goddard seem like interesting shots. I would imagine. Well, two of them have 2 tight ends, so I don't know if the Kittle guy needs him. Jarwin guy may make sense.
Where are your Colts?
Pick. Kind of stinks though, knowing that we could have got like Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
Instead of the Bills did, and then Colts are there.
Yeah, we could have waited. This is also the league, mind you, that I think when the playoffs start, the roster's lock.
Yeah, I remember that. So like having a couple extra guys now and remembering to make sure you still have them toward the end is important.
Yep, for sure.
There wasn't any type of like, if the guy's hurt, you can make a roster move. It's just no roster moves, right?
Correct. Yeah, nothing. Everything's locked. So we would need a backup tight end. We would need a backup quarterback. I think we carried 3 quarterbacks in the playoffs last year because
I think we did when we got there.
Yeah.
Because I think we realized that pretty late into it.
Yeah, I forget who we had. I wonder if I could pull up that old roster.
I was able to see it because that's what I thought I had to go into for it.
Oh yeah, because it doesn't look normal. Okay, my
Austin
team.
Hooper.
So we did have Jimmy G. We had Wentz, and that was it. So we only had 2 in the playoffs. Wow, we had Zeke. I don't remember that.
Yeah, he was carrying us.
Yeah, Zeke, Fournette, Hyde, Jordan Howard, Ty Johnson. And then at wide receiver, we had Debo, Mike Williams, Slayton, Terry McLaurin, Juju, AJ Green on IR. We had the Bills defense. Wow.
Look at that.
Yeah, Bills defense and Lions defense. And then we had Zach Ertz and Jordan Howard. Interesting. I don't remember this team. I remember the quarterback carousel. I remember Ertz. I thought we had Fournette and Debo. Interesting. There goes Austin Hooper. That's a shame.
So, do we want to go with the quarterback here and then see what's available last, or do you want to try to lock in a Goddard, or even what about Eric Ebron? Because Ben does like his tight end.
He does. He's interesting. Goddard, Herndon, Ebron, Doyle, all interesting. Greg Olson, I find kind of interesting. Irv Smith, even a little bit. I don't know if enough to draft him, but I find him interesting.
Do you think any of them get back versus Goff getting back? I guess Goff / Minshew.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I'd draft Minshew. Maybe. But I feel like I really don't think it would matter. Because like if Goff doesn't get back to us, we grab Minshew. Minshew will get back. If we go with a quarterback, like one of these tight ends is going to get back to us.
Yeah.
I mean,
It sounds like we like. I think Goff is like far and away like one of the only 2 and the one we really like at quarterback. Whereas there's quite a few tight ends.
Yeah. Do you worry about having Goddard? I mean, I feel like this is maybe you built this team in our redraft, but Wentz, Goddard, and Rager? Is that too much?
I don't have Wentz anywhere. But
no, you don't. Okay.
Rager. Did I get him in our league? No. I haven't been in a dynasty league.
Maybe it's somebody else that did that. that did something similar.
Because
Like
I have
Ertz.
Goddard, but I think he's the only one I have in our league.
Maybe it's like Ertz, Rieger, Wentz, or maybe I'm thinking one of our mocks. I don't,
Could have been.
Yeah, it gets messy. But is that a concern for you to have all those three positions, one of which being technically a backup tight end?
I'd say yes and no, because like they are literally our three of our last six picks.
Yeah.
So it's not like you've invested a lot. You're just seeing what you got in Rager. Wentz obviously is hopefully what you're going to do. And then, we'll see about Goddard. But that's why I think Goff makes sense here. And then, you're just grabbing the best tight end available next.
Yeah, that's fair.
This dude is just kind of bragging on here about another draft he has coming up in a couple hours.
Wow. Zeke and Saquon.
Yeah. Good to keep Zeke and Saquon 110, 201. And I won the ship after selling my whole team for both.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Oh, Lord. Oh man, everyone really taking their time.
Yeah.
These last
picks.
picks.
A lot of people could have actually just left and been like, screw it.
Yeah, probably. Okay, we're on the clock. So you're locking our golf?
I'm down with Goff, yeah. I think that makes the most sense, and then we'll just grab a tight end on the way back.
Yep, that sounds good. Carson and Golf, same draft class, right? 1-2?
Yeah, it was the other way around though.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of thinking that. I was like, we're gonna get two guys in the same draft class.
What year was that? 15? 16? No. 15, right? 2015?
2015. Yeah, it sounds right. Sounds like year 4.
Yeah, it would be year 4 because Goff had the terrible rookie year, and then he had the really great year. Yeah, I think it's 4. Chris Herndon went right after us. That's a shame.
I just saw a post. Someone said that apparently a Borat sequel has been secretly filmed and already screened.
That's interesting.
So you could be seeing a Borat sequel in the very near future.
Boy, that movie was what, like 15 years ago?
Yeah. That was wild.
Interesting.
Really taking her time here.
Yeah, we got one more pick to make. It's going to be a while. So I don't like 1, 2, 3 of these teams need a defense. So those picks should be relatively quick, I would imagine. Yeah, this one's going to let the clock wind down. Goddard. Oh boy, that was an auto pick too.
Yeah, I mean, Ebron would be cool though.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much else. Like, I'm trying to think if there's even somebody worth like taking a shot on. Like, Devonta Freeman or something, but even him, I feel like is.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I would like to grab another running back, but there's literally just nothing.
Yeah, let's see. Who could I sell?
Frank Gore.
Probably. That's probably it. Or grab a penny, throw him on the IR, and then pick up the tight end that you want.
Yeah.
Uh, okay. That's probably. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Cordarrelle Patterson, maybe? As like a week 1. Monty doesn't play.
Yeah.
But I'm not that interested.
What about MVS?
That's an interesting shot. Roger's talking him up a little bit.
Yeah.
Entering a second
you just
year.
see how he looks the first week or two.
Yeah, that's not a bad. That's interesting.
Josh Gordon.
Yeah, you can't convince me on that one. That ain't gonna happen.
I'm looking for the upside shots here, and there's not many. Garner went.
Wow. Okay. That's a surprise.
What about Corey Davis?
Yeah, he's not a bad shot. I'd rather have MVS, but
Yeah. With the amount of picks we have, trying to get a couple of guys.
yeah.
Renfro's interesting too. I mean, I don't love it, but I think he could be that like just solid.
Yeah, I like
wide
Renfro.
receiver 3-4 guy.
Yeah, I like him. Oh, these guys are killing me. Jamal Williams. Okay. Jalen Samuel. Okay. I'd be taking Gore over all of them.
Yeah.
Got a Mixon owner in here somewhere that might take a Geo. Oh yeah, coming up. What do you think of Lynn Bowden being traded?
Yeah, it seems like such a dumb move because like they drafted him on the 3rd round and then traded him for like a 6th round pick or something.
They traded him and a 6th for a 4th.
Crazy.
So, yeah, that's got to be a really bad sign when you draft somebody and then you trade them before the season starts. And you draft them with like decent draft capital too.
I don't know if it's a bad sign about him or a bad sign about just the management and
I guess
evaluation.
you could spin that both ways.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not a Bowden person. I don't like those gadget people. I've said before, so I was not expecting anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. And I guess like today at practice, or was it today at practice? I think he redshirted like a quarterback.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, he did play quarterback in college, so
yeah. I mean,
not a bad option.
It makes sense. Yeah.
Where they trade him to?
Miami. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, not so much. Better receiver than quarterback there.
You would have a very interesting offense if you had Fitzpatrick under center, flanked by Tua and Bowden as like
Can you
runners.
Imagine that?
Like
3 quarterbacks on
it's like
the
a
field at once.
super wildcat.
Yeah.
Like you could pull that off. That would work.
That's what like the early right after the draft, the early speculations were about Wentz and Hurts.
Yeah, they could pull off a
Jalen
wildcat.
Hurts like in like running back position, and then you can have like both of them able to throw the ball.
Yeah, I mean you could play that game. I mean, Miami would play it in a extreme way, but I mean, Miami was the innovator of the Wildcat, right? Back in
Yeah,
the
they brought it to pros at least.
yeah, who was it?
It was Ronnie Brown.
Ronnie Brown, and did they have Ricky Williams back at that time?
I think that was Ricky's comeback.
And who was the quarterback for that team?
I thought Ronnie Brown was the quarterback in the offense there. I don't know. I think the quarterback came off the field for it.
Who was the quarterback? Was it Jay Fielder?
Fielder, was it one? They had so many journeyman quarterbacks.
I know. I feel like that was too late for Fielder.
Was there like a Fitzpatrick or like a McCown there at a point?
It wasn't McCown. There was Matt Moore was there for a while.
Yeah, Matt Moore. Chad Henne.
Chad Henne's another one. Yeah, I think AJ Feely was there, but I feel like he was around the Jay Fiedler time. Ronnie, or wait, no, I'm gonna go with. Oh wait, we're coming up. Let's look at. Oh, Penny went. Wow.
Ooh, huh?
We got burned on Penny. Ricky Williams. That's okay. You want to go Ebron?
I'm down with that. We up?
Yeah, we're up. Ebron or Doyle?
I'd go Ebron. I think there's more upside there that we could see a pop.
All right.
Oh, someone else said Bastard Penny was my pick. The guy behind us.
Yeah, that's yeah, wow. All right, let's see here. Ricky Williams came back. Oh boy, this site is all messed up on my phone. I don't know what. So he didn't play in 2004. Looks like he played in 2005, but then didn't play in 2006. So 2007 must have been the Wildcat, probably. Let's see. Dolphins roster 2007. Oh man, Cleo Lemon.
Cleo Lemon, wow.
Who else is on that roster?
For sure.
Yeah, who else is at quarterback here? There's got to be someone. There's no way they started Cleo Lemon. Jay Feely was on that team. Oh wait, yeah, Jay Feely was on that team. Yeah, I don't see any quarterbacks that I recognize here. It's just also not a full roster, but Cleo Lemon. So that might have been the year. Let's see, 2008. Chad Pennington was there for a while.
Oh, Pennington. That's a good call. That's a good name.
That might have been it. I like Pennington. I think it's time to wrap up the live stream.
Yeah, that's about it. Thanks everyone for joining us.
Yeah, appreciate you joining. Tune in on Thursday for our Start Sit episode. Until then.